How do you tell your daughter you don't want to do TikToks without making her feel left out? I know, it's a little more complicated than you think. So this couple writes in saying our 14-year-old daughter is constantly on TikTok doing dances. She's shown us her friends' parents doing them, and she says she feels left out because we're not joining her. We think they're silly and embarrassing. How do we tell her no without making her feel left out? And how do other parents feel about this? Sarah in Albany, what do you think?
Honestly, I would do it. If it was my daughter, I would 100% do it because what's it going to hurt?
I just think people take themselves too seriously nowadays and stuff. You're not hurting anybody. It's just harmless fun.
Well, and that's what it is, too. And at the end of the day, you can go look back at it and your kid will be happy.
Yep, I know. And it's one of those things that 20 years from now, it's almost better to look back at the silly stuff than the serious stuff, you know? That's what makes for fun memories.
It's the little things you hold on to.
The cat, Chris in Amsterdam, what would you do if you were them?
I would actually join in with them. Why not? And enjoy some time with your kids and do some things that are off the wall. And how are you going to make a fool of yourself? Look at all the stuff people are doing on TikTok.
Their daughter's already shown them the other parents doing it. It's not like you'd be the only parents being silly and, standing out. If everyone else is doing it, they're setting the precedent. Just relax.
Exactly. That's what I would do if my kid came to me and said that. I'd be all over it.
The cat, Julia in Manchester, what would you recommend?
Well, I don't know. I was raised old school, so they'd say we're not doing it. Silly.
Yeah. So you're on the parent side on this one. You're like, yeah, why would I join in that,
Yes. And they would say, don't ask again.
Yeah. So you're saying that there's no real need to explain to her if her feelings are hurt, tough luck, go find someone else to join in the video.
Well, right, and you'll get over it. That would be the lesson.
The cat, Julia in Scotia, what do you think?
So my thought was you could use the whole, sometimes people just don't want to do things, and you have to respect that. But then you have to think of the point, what if your kid uses that against you later in life and says, well, Mom, sometimes there's just things that people don't want to do.
Ooh. You don't want to take out the garbage. Be like, sometimes there's just things that people don't want to do.
Yeah, and then you can use that in the future. You could use that in the future and be like, remember when I didn't want to do those dances, and I did?
The cat, Jennica in Arlington, what do you think the parents should do?
In 2 years, that kid's not going to want to have really anything to do with her parents, so they should soak it in and spend as much time with her as possible while she wants to.
I think a lot of parents would love if their kids wanted to get involved as much as their daughter wants to get involved right now.
Exactly. 30 seconds of silliness for the memories that'll last forever.
Yeah, absolutely. So far, it seems like both people are saying, just as the parents, suck it up, just get involved with it. Don't be worried about feeling uncomfortable or awkward because you're doing this for your kids. So let's take a look at the dumpster fire that is Facebook. I like that little graphic there for the comments. Rachel says, why don't you offer her to do something else in the TikToks with her? Offer to show her you guys the react videos so you can react to what's going on. Then you're not dancing, but still doing something fun with her. And I think it's a pretty good compromise there because, I think those reaction videos are hilarious on TikTok if you ever check them out. So that might not be the worst idea to do. Let's see what else we got here. We got Jillian saying, you don't tell her no. Cherish the fact she's 14 and still wants to include you in her life. Those years will be gone in a flash, and you'll be sitting alone in your house wondering where they went. And I bet you a lot of parents wish that they had that opportunity to do this with their kids. And finally, Lisa says, it's not about TikTok. It's about your daughter wanting to spend time with you. I've already done a couple with my teenage son, and his face lights up when I say okay. So what do you think they should do? Do you have any advice of how to let their daughter know you don't want to get involved? Or do you pretty much agree with everyone else and just say, look, suck it up, get involved because you're going to look back in the future and wish you did this with your daughter? Let us know what you think by commenting below. Make sure you follow us all across social media because we do this every weekday, 3 to 7 p.m. We talk about this a little after 4. So as you saw, there are all sorts of different kinds of ways you can listen on our free app, on your radio at 100.9, and a whole lot more. And in the meantime, check out these videos on the side here. There we go. Those 2 videos. Check me out on social media and click here to subscribe. Have a great day. Relax. Hang in there. You got this.